We are going to be exclusively revealing the first 3 contestants for Strictly Come Dancing 2021.
I literally can hardly contain myself. We've been keeping it a secret. We've even had to refer to them by their code names, which are, by the way, Buzz Lightyear, SpongeBob SquarePants and Marge Simpson. Let the guessing games begin. Tonight we've even jazzed up our guest chair. I mean, jazzed up is an understatement. To add a bit of intrigue.
As you can see, one of the Strictly contestants is already sitting in it, ready to spin around, guitar, and the other is putting their feet up in our green room. Look at that.
But we will reveal the first one in about
a minute.
60 seconds. Also coming up at the
That's my dancing experience, so, you know.
But don't you find
unless
when you're
they're
watching
like unless that's going to be somewhere, then I don't know.
But I think this trio is a strong start.
And
this
then we've still got to find out about all the others, don't we? We've got to still find out that's 3 of them, and there's still loads more. That is your lot for tonight. Thank you so much to everyone. Dan Stevens, who is absolutely fantastic, wasn't he? And thank you to you guys. You're going to be terrific, and you're going to have a laugh, and you're going to get on with each other, obviously. So thanks to Tom, Rob, and AJ. There'll be another Strictly reveal on BBC Radio 2's Breakfast Show tomorrow morning. And of course, Strictly is going to be back on BBC One this autumn.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. It's when you open the red wine. I'll be able to have some by then. Brilliant.
Oh my gosh, of course you will.
Thanks them all. Good luck with the baby. I won't
see
you before. Thank you. Ronan and I are going to be here tomorrow chatting to Ryan Reynolds, can you believe, and Sir Michael Parkinson.
See you guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Hello and welcome to The One Show. We're live on BBC One and I play with Sam Quek.
And Jermaine Jenas. Now, it might be September, but tonight we'll be bringing you the last rays of sunshine as wildlife photographer Robert Fuller shares more sensational scenes from his back garden in Yorkshire.
And we also have some mega guests. She's the supremely talented star of Dreamgirls and Cats, as well as being one of our favourite ever judges on The Voice. And now she's playing the great Aretha Franklin in the biopic. Wait for it.
Hello and welcome to your first One Show back after the summer break with Jermaine Jenas.
And Sam Quek, welcome to the show, Sam.
Thanks for having me.
Lovely to have you here. Now, I'm sure most of our viewers will recognise you from presenting the Olympics all over the summer. I obviously, after have listened to you talk to me about that gold medal that you won in Rio all those years ago, playing hockey.
Once.
A lot, trust me. But you're going to be filling, aren't you, for Alex for a few shows, and you've had a busy old summer yourself.
Yeah, big shoes to fill with Alex, but hopefully I'm in good hands, Jermaine.
I'll look after you,
the summer's been amazing, hasn't it? The Euros was fab. We had the Olympics where Team GB did amazing. And of course now it's the Paralympics. We are on day 7, so there's 2 people I need to mention. One of them being Rhys Dunn. It's his first Paralympics, but he's actually already won 4 medals, 3 of them being gold in swimming. And secondly, Dame Sarah Storey. What an incredible athlete she is. She's now GB's joint most successful Paralympian. In total, she's got just the 16 golds.
16?
Just the 16.
Come on, round of applause. Round of applause, please. Master, and would I lie to you? Lee Mack's here, and he's joined by the star of Bloodlands and the missing James Nesbitt. But it's going to be soccer aid we're going to be talking to you two about in just a bit. Now, we couldn't kick off our first show back, could we, without catching up with our very own Alex Jones.
Aww.
Where is she? Oh, my word, you've done it. You've done it.
Oh, Alex.
You've done it to us. You've brought the baby out. Oh, she is gorgeous out.
Oh, thank you. Do you know what? When the titles were playing out, and by the way, I love the new ones on the new set or a new lounge. It's lovely, doesn't it?
Very nice.
But I'm sure she kind of opened her eyes and smiled because I'm sure she probably thinks, I've heard that music before.
She's going to have to get used to it. When you wheel her in here in that pushchair and get back to work, she's going to have to get used to that music, isn't she? Sometimes some viewer comments quickly. So Sharon says, congratulations to Alex and her husband, and she is absolutely gorgeous.
She is, though, isn't she? And Donna on Twitter's put, ooh, look at the new One Show this evening.
Yeah.
Nice new set and titles.
Yeah. I think it looks...
Hello and welcome to The One Show. We are live on BBC One and I play with Gethin Jones.
And Alex Jones, and it's Friday, our last show before we take a bit of a summer break, and your last show before you have your baby.
Well, let's hope she stays incognito for the next 28 minutes or so.
A bit of surprise, couldn't it? But we thought we'd set you off with loads of lovely treats that you're going to love and our
Very
viewers
nice.
are going to enjoy too.
Exciting.
Starting with the star of your favourite film. And the film voted the ultimate lockdown movie by one...
Oh, well, you know me, I cry anyway at the slightest thing. But it's been, honestly, being here has just been superb. I've loved doing every night. And it's really hard to go away. Even though it's the third time, it is hard to go away. And I just want to say, in case I've missed anybody, a big thank you to everybody who's knitted lovely little gifts for the baby. There's about 24 cardigans. She's going to be in cardigan heaven, this little girl. I've just, honestly, I've loved every minute. It's very hard to leave. Thank you, Gethin, as well, for this week. It's so nice to end with you, somebody I know so well. And hopefully I'll be back in the autumn.
Yeah, you will be. I have to say, it's very funny putting those messages together because we got hold of Sarah, your friend, and Lou. Who do we need to get on there? They went, Jason Donovan.
So stressed on camera. Oh, I've loved it, honestly. Thank you for having me in your lounge every night. And thanks to the crew as well.
And thanks to all our guests tonight as well, to Richard, to Saran Vigil. We don't even know when it's out, it's that secret. Thank you so much. We will see you very soon. Rip Off Britain will be here on Monday. Have a great break.
Have a great summer.
Good luck.
Bye. Thank you.
From Afghanistan, at least 45 people have died in flooding in the northeast of the United States. We'll be live in Brooklyn, one of the worst hit areas. Also in today's programme, the mother of James Foley, one of the victims of the Islamic State group in Syria, describes seeing her son's British captor in court.
He himself has conceded that he should spend the rest of his life in prison, and that's what I would hope for. I think that is a just punishment for killing so many.
The growing problem of dog thefts and the pets and owners fortunate to be reunited.
Obviously, we can't know what a dog thinks, but it was just as though he was thinking, am I really home? Am I really back?
And the idea that looking things up makes us lazy is 800 years old. We'll speak to a historian of the Book Index. The BBC News is read this morning by Caroline Nichols.
The Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab is visiting Pakistan today as he continues his efforts to ensure safe passage from Afghanistan for British citizens and Afghans who worked for the UK. Ministers are hoping to secure agreements to process refugees in countries neighbouring Afghanistan, with reports of many people gathering at Pakistan's border since the Taliban regained control of the country. Here's our diplomatic correspondent, James Landale.
This is Dominic Raab's first visit to Pakistan as Foreign Secretary. He'll meet Pakistan's Foreign Minister, Shah Mahmood Qureshi, and other senior figures, both civilian and military. They're expected to discuss ways to encourage the Taliban to ensure safe passage for refugees and stop Afghanistan becoming once again a hub for terrorism. The Foreign Office has already sent officials to help process new refugees coming over the border, and it's announced £30 million of emergency humanitarian aid to provide shelter and sanitation in the region for those fleeing Afghanistan.
Further heavy fighting has been reported in Afghanistan between Taliban forces and militias in the Panjshir Valley. The country's former defence minister, General Bismillah Mohammadi, said thousands of Taliban fighters launched attacks this morning, but the resistance front claim they've made advances and killed hundreds of their opponents. At least 45 people are now known to have been killed by flash floods in the northeast of the United States. In New York City, almost a dozen people drowned in basement flats. More from our North America correspondent, Peter Bowes.
The country... There we go. So that is a live performance from the cast of Mamma Mia at 9:10 in the morning.
How were you not dancing to that?
Gently, very discreetly is what was happening.
That is it from us. Breakfast will be back tomorrow morning from 6 o'clock.
All right, now, on BBC One, it's time for Morning Live.
Charlie was tapping his foot under the table there for ABBA. Thank you both. Coming up today on Morning Live, with almost half of us suffering from digestive problems, Dr. Curran tells us how to stop feeling bloated.
Yes, and DIY guru Wayne Perry's got a drill masterclass that's going to power us into the weekend.
And the new team captains of Question of Sport, Sam Quek and Hugo Monya, are here. There they are with Paddy. And Hugo will be telling us how his 4-year-old daughter is getting him ready for Strictly. Hello, welcome to Friday's Morning Live and welcome back to Sarah Davis. Lovely to see you. However, last time you were here, you were keeping a big secret.
I was, but don't hold it against me because I had to keep it a secret from everyone.
So you knew you were doing Strictly Come Dancing.
I knew I was doing Strictly. Yeah, I was doing the Strictly Fitness and everyone's saying, you would be so good on Strictly, you know, and I'm thinking, I hope so.
Who did you tell? Who knew?
I didn't even tell my mum and dad. My husband knew, didn't tell the kids. Oh, well, you cannot trust my mum with the secret, so I definitely wasn't telling my mum and dad.
Janette knows all about keeping the secrets and the lead up to Strictly. It's so exciting for everyone, isn't it, Janette? What can Sarah expect this year?
The biggest advice that I would have for you, Sarah, and all of the celebrities that are going to be joining this year, is to just really go for it. Delve into every single dance, enjoy every single moment because it's done like that. It goes by so fast.
Do you know, I feel like I've been doing that already. I mean, we had the hair and makeup trial yesterday. I was literally living my best life.
Yeah, and you've got some pretty amazing pro boys to pick from in that group.
Indeed.
I'm not
Some
being
more amazing
biased,
than others.
but I've got a favourite one, so let's see what happens when you get partnered up.
Would you like Aliash this year?
Absolutely.
Get in the queue, Sarah. Get in the queue. Coming up on the show today, as brand new figures show 2/3 of job seekers say they wouldn't feel comfortable shaking hands. Now, she may be a dab hand at the salsa and knows her way around the ballroom, but before Strictly came calling, a mini Manrara felt happiest at the ballet bar. Isn't that right?
Yes, that's right. So today I'm visiting a very special ballet shoemaker to see how they continue to make the most important part of a ballerina's ensemble. For me, it's just magical to see these dancers rehearse at the Royal College of Music's Britain Theatre. They're soon ready to be sent to the dancers. I'll never forget the moment I got my first pair of pointe shoes. And now, knowing the skill it takes to produce just one shoe, those memories feel even more special.
A newfound respect for what they do. Incredible.
Yeah, it is pretty incredible. They're the only ones in the world that still make shoes like that.
Yeah.
And I think I still have that bathing suit. I wear it every now and then on holiday.
Hey, funny enough, I think you've got one of those, haven't you, Sarah? You did a bit of ballet back in the day.
It's not a bathing suit, it's a tutu. There is me rocking the tutu 30-odd years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That ballet is going to come in handy, definitely, for when you do Strictly, for sure.
Well, yes, but I mean, it has been 30 years since I've done it, Janette, so I'm not sure how handy it'll be.
Now then, let's be honest. We're all probably a bit guilty of having some unwanted clutter around the house. In fact, ideas for you this weekend. Now, still to come on the show today, could a pair of missing binoculars be responsible for the sinking of the RMS Titanic back in 1912? Dan Snow's been finding out.
And shh, don't tell any of the other Strictly contestants, but Janette's going to be giving me a crash course before I hit the dance floor. So for today's Strictly Fitness, she's going to be teaching me the 3 basic moves you need to master, apparently a sexy samba, which is a routine which certainly impressed Len.
That's a wambo of a samba. Oh, my beauty!
He's such a brilliant bloke. But now, tonight sees the return of the iconic BBC quiz show Question of Sport.
So we're both going to be doing Strictly. So I've got to say, Anton de Beek has been my favourite guest of all time. He's been a real highlight.
Yes.
But he's also genuinely, and Sam will back me up on this, one of the most knowledgeable people that we've ever had on Question of Sport.
He knows his golf, doesn't he?
Mate, his depth of knowledge across the eras is insane. It was actually unfair that Sam had him on
Hang on a minute, Hugo. Hang on a minute. No, it wasn't. It was only unfair because obviously Hugo's doing Strictly and you just wanted to butter him up for a few extra.
Totally getting in with the judges. This is ridiculous.
That's the way to do it.
Now, obviously, you're a former hockey player, you're a rugby player, but what about other sports? Do you have to...
It's magical to see these dancers rehearse at the Royal College of Music's Britain Theatre. I love watching the ballet. It just brings back so many childhood memories. People know me for salsa and ballroom dancing, but in fact, my first love was ballet. I had my first lesson when I was just 7 years old. I remember, so when I finally got them, that was such a special, special day. Pointe shoes are ballet shoes with a block that sits inside the tip of the shoe, allowing the dancer to rise up on their toes for extended periods of time. The UK. The company was founded in 1929 by Frederick Freed and his wife Dora, who soon revolutionized the way pointe shoes were made. I've come to meet Sophie Simpson, a senior shoe fitter and manager who's worked here for over 20 years.
Guys, he was looking well sexy. When I saw him shimmering it up.
He's got some, I tell you, he's got some moves. We look forward to it. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
It's lovely to see you.
Yeah, good luck, guys, on Strictly.
I think we'll need it.
You can catch Sam and Hugo and Paddy on Question of Sport tonight at 7:35 on BBC One as well as BBC iPlayer. Now, 36 years ago this week, an expedition team discovered the resting place of the RMS Titanic.
5 people got arrested for it when 1,000 people broke through. Yeah. Everyone knew what was going to happen last night. It was expected, and then they went and did it. So someone try and pose an argument to me as to why Hungary should be allowed to have football fans for the foreseeable, because the burden of truth's on them.
It's ridiculous because UEFA had told Hungary you can't have any fans for the next few games because of previous historical racism problems. But then FIFA are like, oh, you can. So it's like, well, where are FIFA and where are UEFA? Why aren't they working on the same level? And FIFA have got a lot of questions to ask for, and it's completely unacceptable.
On every level, there's so many conversations to have, aren't they? On a brighter note, just really quickly, I know you two are going to see a lot more of each other on the Strictly dance floor.
We were together yesterday having our photo shoot. How are you feeling about it all?
It was good. It was amazing because I was getting my photos taken and you came in. That's the first time I actually met you.
First time we met.
And I'm trying to look serious and just quite uncomfortable in this sheer black.
I don't know about serious, guys. He was looking well sexy. When I saw him shimmering it up.
He's got some, I tell you, he's got some moves. We look forward to it. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
It's lovely to see you.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
And now it's time for Strictly Fitness. So cue the music. We can channel.
I'm still waiting.
Leo. Okay.
One of these days it's going to change.
Now, all this week, Janette has been getting us fighting fit. We've done all kinds of things. We've done the weights, we've done Tabata, high-intensity stuff, we've done some stretching. And today, what are we doing?
We are doing the samba.
Which would be good for Sarah. Good
Yeah, it's really good for Sarah, actually. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. As I said earlier, it's not too bad. I did this a couple years back with Jake Wood, and it was one of my favorite moments on Strictly. We actually got a 10 for the samba.
This
was
snake
just... Yeah.
Right, so I should be on for some 10s.
Yes, I think hopefully the twerk will get some 10s.
What you don't want to do is try and do a samba like this from 2007 when I attempted it.
Wow. But look at your armography.
I felt awkward just watching it back. Right, come on.
Okay, let's go. So we're going to start with very simple steps, so don't get nervous, everybody. Feet together, and the samba is all about bending at the knees. We've got bounce. Gethin is going to show it to us sat down. If you're going to do bounce, just go up and down onto your heels if you're sat down. Our first step today is called a stationary walk, Sarah.
Stationary walk.
Closely. Yep. I want you to go bend the knees on one.
It's simple.
Yes. And back on the foot with the right leg, step forward 2. That's it. And we close again. 1, back on the left foot, and 2. So if you think about that, it's slow, quick, quick. Slow, quick, quick. That's the timing for the stationary walk. The next step we're gonna do, we're gonna take that same left back. Oh, sorry, if you're sat down, all I want you to do is step forward, come back. Step forward, come back. The next step we're gonna do is a volta, which is a very famous samba step, as you would know, Gethin. And all we're gonna do is take that left foot and we're gonna go across, down first, up, down, up, down. And every single time you step, you go that little bit further across. And then we do the same thing to the other side. Down, up, down, up, down. And we're gonna go very slow, so don't panic. And the last one is the 10.
The twerk.
It's the twerk. So we're gonna do, by the way, I can't believe we're teaching twerking on BBC Morning Breakfast. I love that. So put our arms up, legs nice and separated, and we're gonna shake only the bum. Try and keep everything up here steady and really shake the bum. And if you sat down again, give it a really good shimmy, because that's the best thing that we could do.
Give it a good shimmy. Take it away, Alan.
With a fun Friday workout,
Listen
it's
to that.
Janette Manrara.
Listen to that. Okay, here we go.
Superb. It's great, that. Hey, Janette, love those moves. And we'll make sure that we put those moves on the Morning Live socials at BBC Morning Live.
Yes, I'm going to need them for the practice.
I'd give you a 10, Sarah. That was
you
fantastic.
guys are too kind.
Thank you for that. Good luck with Strictly. We shall see you
I'm going to
very
need
soon.
it.
And we will see you Monday. Janette will be back. Zand will be here talking about blood pressure. And we'll be celebrating the 35th anniversary of Casualty. Have a great weekend. Bye for now. Twerk your way into the weekend.